Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Virgo for the month of July 2022. So, before I begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who's returning to this monthly series and to welcome anyone who may be new to the Angelic Wisdom community. Just a few things before we begin. I have to apologize, but it is summertime now, and so my window AC I hope will not be too distracting. I hope will be able to hear me. Um, so please, if there's a really terrible issue, then let me know. In terms of being able to hear, I've tried to place my mic higher, but otherwise, it's just something that I have to deal with in the summer months because if I try to record in the heat, I just can't really concentrate. Um, Also, I'd take this moment, first of all, to ask you to subscribe, and to like the channel, leave comments, and as well, I read them. I don't always have the time to respond to them, but I do appreciate them. And make sure that the all notification bell is still selected if you've already subscribed, because I often find that my subscriptions, they are not, and I have to do them. So just keep that in mind each time you tune in, so you can always stay connected. And the other thing is the general monthly reading for July I posted last week, and so I will put a link in the description area. Just be aware that you can go to any one of the other links in my to my social media accounts, and you can find it just as easily. The last thing I want to also mention is that since this is my 10th anniversary year, I've been offering my first-time promotional angel reading, unlimited for the year. So that means you can have as many readings as you like, using that offer. But there are also other versions there that are cheaper that might work for you. So, if you feel called, then they are all there for you. And let's see, the final thing is our format here. So the card in the middle will be a message from the guardian angel, the archangel that you'll be working with this month, and then messages from your guardian angel on either side. This one on the left will be a card from the Major Arcana, highlighting the major themes, influences, or lessons. And then this will highlight from the Minor Arcana how you'll be working with that on the day-to-day awareness and ways to work with that energy. It's a part of your practice. Okay, so let's take a deep breath together. And so, always in your heart chakra. So they're showing me sort of a naked behind, which is my symbol for vulnerability, and the Aries, the ram, which is interesting. So it could be sort of like a bit of a Mars energy, since Mars rules that sign, and it gives me a sense of. They wrote the word safe, so it's nothing, but what I get is a sense of, you're moving forward, or you're have ambitions, and you feel this need to really be focused and really taking on a project and seeing it to completion. So you have, I see desirable goals and ambitions. I don't know what that means actually, but and so there's nothing wrong with this, but it kind of does leave us a little. Sometimes we say, well, my God, what am I doing here? Or can I really pull this off? And what I'm seeing is, because it looks like a male, this is naked behind, and like they're wearing like a G string or a jock, but it's like a string. So I feel like, and the person looks very fit. I feel like what you have to do is kind of lean into this energy, like like in this sense, this vulnerability is it's sort of motivating you in some way, right? And I feel like when I see people like this, like that they have this confidence, and they don't mind showing themselves. They don't mind um, the attention. So perhaps you might not be used to this kind of attention, or you might feel guilty about it, or just it's just uncomfortable for you in some way. But deep down, you really want it. So stop contradicting yourself is basically what I feel about it. Don't contradict yourself. Go for it. Be yourself. Express yourself is the word that they're writing in front of me. And because the thing is, if you open yourself up to this, you'll align with this Mars Aries energy that's kind of moving through you right now, and just giving you all sorts of confidence. It almost feels like you might feel a little bolder than you normally do, and you might not recognize this, but depending on who you are, but there's no time for questioning this. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not overstepping. You're not, just be in your power, because you're being supported and given to sort of boost of energy and power and ambition at this time. So it's reasonable to say that you're moving in the right direction. So here we have the Seraphim, Seraphisa. And the card says, relax and open up to source. Keep your heart open. Okay, so keep your heart open to everything that you are feeling, that you desire, that you want to go for. Keep your heart open to it. And the way that the Seraphim can touch you is, in this Seraphim in particular, is when you relax your energy. So when you just focus on being open. And so again, stop contradicting yourself. Really be aware without being, don't obsess. Oh my God, I'm not being open. Oh my God, I'm not being open. Don't do that. But just try. Know that any little intention, mustard seed of intention, to want to do so, your heart will listen to you, will listen to that desire, and will not do the opposite. So all you have to do is just keep an intention of staying open and keeping your heart open. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen good, and things that can not be so good. But keep your heart open, and then your heart will reward you, or you will be rewarded for keeping your heart open no matter what the circumstances were. They write the word sovereignty, and in this sense, I feel like it's about love. It's about, when you keep your heart open, you keep yourself open to the power of love to move through you and to guide you, and therefore you will not, let's see the word confusion, your confusion will go away. But when you close off your heart You feel confused because you're not being in your natural state. All right, let's take a look at the card for the month. So it's the Awakening, or the Hanged one. All right, the Hangman. And so this may indicate that you might sort of experience some hang-ups, right? You know, and you might feel like you keep running into glitches, or you know, things aren't moving. So now you have this energy of wanting to move forward and ambition, but again, if you're contradicting yourself, what you're going to attract is all this hesitation, all this, you know, hang-ups, like, oh, can't move, like feeling stuck. So they wrote Confession, and it's about just, you got to be real, you know, you got to be true, you got to say it. I want this, you know, I want this, I desire this, I really want this. You know, I think about that TV show Lucifer, when he says, what is it that you desire? And that was his gift of being able to get the truth out of people. Because in a way, the devil sort of represents this imprisonment of our souls, this element of how we imprison ourselves through fear. So the only, and it was interesting, the character was always, the character of Lucifer is actually honest. When we think of deception, when we think of, you know, the devil, and the sort of mythology of this, but really it's about being true, because you imprison yourself. And so when things are not moving, it's because you are not being true to your heart, and you're not confessing this to yourself and to the universe. You're so scared, you don't want to believe it, you don't want it to, and even if you want it, you just don't want it to not happen, or something to go wrong, because you're afraid that if you get it, something will just go wrong terribly. So be aware of that, either working against yourself. And this continuous attention to this, it will create an awakening for you. All right, and the ways that this might be playing out in your life. So the King of Water. And I feel like this is an attribute you need to take on, in which you're very grounded. You stay very grounded in your emotional waters. Again, don't try, when your emotions come up, the King of Water sits right in it, like this tree, rooted in the earth. He's rooted in the waters of his emotions. And the thing is to read the inner waters of yourself, to trust the guidance. If something feels wrong, it's because it is wrong. Something is wrong. But does it mean that you shouldn't do what you are wanting to do? No, it's like, figure out, remain calm, listen, and figure out what you need to do to correct the course. Because something going wrong isn't the universe telling you no. Something going wrong isn't the universe telling you there's a better way to do this, or there's a better way for you to be in yourself, to be in the right frame of mind, in order for this process to unfold more readily. So there, I see a little being standing in front of me with his, finger on his face, as if he's thinking. And there's a sense of, take the time to really pause and take the time to really get in touch with your instincts. Really invest all of yourself in your instincts and have hope. When you take that time, hope will be restored to you. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of July. God bless.